Hello everyone and welcome. This is Rover692 and today we are going to be starting a new series and it is a Tekkit series. So first of all, I've built a house already and I didn't put in a door because I'm just that pro. But basically I am going to be doing a Tekkit series, but as you can see I already have quite a few items. And the reason for that is because a lot of Tekkit series, a lot of Minecraft series in general, you have to watch people start off, and it's really not that entertaining at all. So what I've done is I've pretty much given myself a lot of materials, which I will use to create, obviously, various items, which are going to be needed throughout the series. Because this series isn't really going to be a series for like survival and stuff like that. This is mostly going to be a series for people who want to learn how to use different things in Tekkit. Because Tekkit is a very intense, and by intense I mean like very it's a very complicated mod. There's a lot of different things in Tekkit, tons of items, tons of new items that are added to the game that people don't really know how to use a whole lot, and people get kind of not flustered, but they don't understand how to play it, and they don't understand how to make stuff, and they kind of get turned off to Tekkit because it's so complicated. So I am going to try and get everyone to enjoy Tekkit by helping you guys figure out how to play with the new things that are introduced into Tekkit. So yeah, basically today we're not going to be going into too many in-depth things. We're just going to be starting off, so we're probably going to be making a few different machines, probably a bat box, and we'll set up some electricity heading into the bat box. So yeah, so these are pretty much a lot of the necessary materials in Tekkit. I will be showing you how to obviously obtain the stuff that you don't just mine, but I figured that I could just kind of simplify it a lot and just get all the stuff beforehand. So as you can see, there are a lot of different items in here. There's blue alloy and red alloy stuff, which is used it's basically like a new redstone, and this is basically like a new power source. I also have just basic items such as sand and gravel, flint, dirt, all the different types of wood, glowstone, redstone. I have some uranium ore, which is going to be used in nuclear power. There's dark matter, there's red matter right here. Interdiction torches, tons of stuff. Copper, lapis, tin. Anyway. And then I have this ring of arcana, which is basically just so I can fly around. No big deal. It's used for other things, but I'm not going to be going into that right now. Anyway. So to start off, we're going to build a bat box. Now, first of all, a lot of people don't know this, but in the game, there's actually this search engine / item. It basically is like too many items, except it's more of a search engine where you can type in what you want to like search for, but you can also look at recipes. So if we want to learn how to make a bat box, if I could actually do bat box, there we go, which is learn how to make a bat box, which is the main energy storage unit in Tekkit. You could find the bat box, and make sure you're not clicking on this, because if you're still clicking, you press R, it'll just add an R. But, oops, I'm just typing all kinds of crazy stuff. But if you click off of it and then press R while you're over top of it, that pops up, but that's because I'm in single player. But it'll show you the actual recipe of the item that you're trying to make. So we need 3 RE batteries, 1 copper cable, and 5 wooden planks. So, first thing we need to make are the batteries. Now, the batteries require tin, which I have some tin blocks here. It should be 81. Alright, actually, don't want, alright, there we go. We need tin, we need redstone, we need copper cable, which is used from copper, and we are going to need some rubber. Now, rubber is used from either cooking, which is what we're going to do, cooking resin, or actually like using an extractor, which is a machine, but we're not going to go into that because it's, again, a little bit too complicated for where we are. So we are going to smelt the rubber, and I need to make some tools, so I guess we could just make some tools right now. And we will get, I guess, red. Let's see, we'll do sapphire. So we're going to need 3 for a pick, 1 for a shovel, 3 for an axe, and 2 for a sword. Okay. So let's make the pick and the shovel, the axe, and the sword, if I could actually do it correctly. There we go. Now, as you can see, obviously they're just different colors, but actually they aren't just different colors. They are a lot more durable than iron, but they aren't stronger than diamond. So it's pretty much just an upgraded iron pickaxe per se. But we don't have any cobblestone, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab 1 piece of cobblestone because we have an energy condenser inside. And what that lets us do is we can pretty much pretty much clone any item that we want. Wow, cool. Any item we want by combining other items. So if that doesn't make any sense, basically every item in this game, at least most of the items, some of the items aren't compatible with the equivalent exchange, which is what that item belongs to. So they don't have EMC value, but EMC is basically like a value of an item. So this is worth 1 EMC, and this is worth 1 EMC. So, since there's already 1 EMC in there, we should get 1 cobblestone, which we do. So basically what you could do is you could take this 3 dirt and turn it into cobblestone. Now the stick is worth 4 EMC, so we'll get 4 cobblestone. And that's basically just how it works. So we're going to make 1 furnace. And I'll just put this in here so we have cobblestone. And what we're going to do is put the furnace down somewhere. I guess we'll just put it over here. And we're going to cook up this resin. So we need 4 coal. We'll use charcoal. Alright, and we will be back when this is finished. Okay, so we finished cooking the rubber. So we got 32 of it now. Now, sadly, unlike sticky resin, it actually has an EMC value, which is worth 24 EMC, it says right there. But rubber actually doesn't have an EMC value, so you can't clone this, which is a bit of a bummer. But it's not really too big of a deal. But yeah, so we're going to make this copper block into copper ingots, which you find copper ore, then you smelt the copper ore into the ingots. So what you do, to make insulated copper cable, which is what we need to make the bat box, is you take 3 copper in a line, and then rubber on the top and bottom of every one, and then you'll get copper cable. You actually get 6 per time, so then what we need to do, so first we need to make 3 batteries, so we're going to also get tin, and I believe the recipe is 4 tin, 2 redstone, 1 copper cable. Yes, it is. Okay, so that'll give us an RE battery. So we need 3 of those. So we're just going to make 3. Okay. And now we're going to put the RE batteries like so. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some wood, because we're going to need some of that. And we're going to put wood in the top left and right hand corners, wood across the bottom row, 3 RE batteries in the middle, and 1 wire on top. And then you'll get your bat box. So this is pretty much the first machine in the game. So this is like this is pretty much like a energy storage unit for power. So the first thing we're going to do is just hook it up to a solar panel. Actually, we'll make a generator. So to make a generator, because that's pretty much how you'll start out. Actually, Geothermal generators are like 10 billion times better than regular generators. I'm just going to tell you this now because if you're going to go on a server or whatever and go do legit survival, geothermal generators are ridiculously overpowered. People don't use them very often because they're like, oh, lava, you got to find lava. No, because they use lava cells, which are EMC tradables, so you can just create them on your energy condenser, and they are just so much better than generators. But we're going to make a generator just because they're a little bit easier to make because, as you can see, there's quite a few different things, especially the empty cells, and they actually use a generator. So maybe later on we'll upgrade. So we're going to need some refined iron, which you use by smelting iron ingots, okay? And we're going to need some cobble. Let's just make like, I don't know, what's worth a lot? 64, it's a stack? Yeah, that's fine. And we're going to make a furnace. We're going to make, oops, no, we're not going to do that. We need a machine block, which is a circle of refined iron. And we are going to need I think it was actually a wire on top, which we already have. So if we put these all together, oh, is that the other way around? Was it? No? Why you know? Let's just make sure. Oh, it was a battery. Okay, so we're going to have to make another battery. It'll take 2 seconds. Redstone, tin, copper cable. So put the battery on top, machine block in the middle, furnace on the bottom. Get a generator. So generators, they do what they say they do. They generate electricity. Now, because I am like, I think you can place these right next to them. Now, I don't have a wrench yet, but in the next episode we'll make one. If you put the generator right here, it should work because this is the output, I believe. The red circle is normally the output. The other side's, every other side is the input. So basically, this side isn't supposed to be touching this. Now, normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have wire between these or whatever. You don't have to, though. If you want the machine to be right next to the battery box, you can do that. It's a little bit, it's not less efficient, but it's less convenient because you can't set up like 5 generators next to the bat box. You have to only do one. But eventually, we will make this a little bit better design. So what we need to do is get some coal. It uses any source of uses any like cookable source, so we can use wood if we wanted to. But wood isn't very good, so we're actually just going to use charcoal, which is extremely good, like so. So that should start filling up this bat box, which it is, and it can hold up to 40,000 EU, which is pretty good. I mean, it's good for lower level machines, and if you have a few generators hooked up to it, you shouldn't have any problem running like 3 machines probably. But later on, it's going to get a little bit more difficult, so we're going to have to upgrade the machine, upgrade the energy storage to either an MFE or an MFSU. But for now, this is perfect. So the last thing we're going to make is a electric furnace. So electric furnace is made with an iron furnace, which is actually just iron, in a circle. So like so. Iron furnace. We're going to need 2 redstone and an electronic circuit. Now, an electronic circuit uses the refined iron, 2 redstone, and 6 copper cables. So, refined iron, 2 redstone, 6 copper cables. We got ourselves an electronic circuit. Put that on top. Iron furnace on the bottom. 2 redstone on the side. There you go, electric furnace. Now, the electric furnace is a lot faster than a regular furnace. It is a little bit more efficient, I think, because you can use whatever you want as a fuel source here, whereas to this you're only limited to cookable things, whereas this you could use like solar power, wind power, water power, tons of stuff. So, let's test something here. So we got some iron. Let's just cook up 2 iron in each of these. Also, this is a little bit like less, you don't have to like labor over it more. Like this, you have to always have coal in here, and where this, you know, it's always powered by electricity. Now you can actually put batteries in the bottom here to also power it, but this is a lot better, just the setup we have here. So, let's cook the 2 iron in here, and as you can see, it goes really quick. Over here, 2 iron, not so quick. And we already finished our refined iron over here. And over here we maybe just got one, yeah. So electric furnace, definitely better than the regular furnace. It's not that difficult to make. Honestly, that wasn't too difficult to make. The only thing is, generators, they do obviously require coal to power. They don't have to be coal, you could use lava and stuff like that. That's why the geothermal generators are a lot better, because first of all, you only have to use lava cells, and you can EMC transmute those. I think they're 128 EMC. We can check that right now. So lava cells, 128 EMC. So you can actually transmute those once you get a transmutation tablet or a energy condenser, which we'll be making a lot of EMC stuff later on. But yeah, so that's pretty much the basic setup to, I think it's industrial craft, or build, no, it's industrial craft, I'm pretty sure. So, simple, not too difficult. This one's still, alright, no, this one's done. This one's finished. So, I hope you guys like this episode. I'm going to make this into a series that's going to go on for a while. You should have no problem brushing through these different machines. I'm also going to be learning with you guys. I haven't fully experienced the entire mod yet. I have gone through quite a bit of stuff, though. I do know my way around it pretty well. But I don't know all of it, so we'll be learning together. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.